I got called a poser by a guy who doesn't even like music. Damn. Bald on bald violence. Since we're talking about frauds today, might as well pull out the green screen, right? You guys down for some good old bitching? Let's complain about shit. Ever just wake up and just want to complain about stuff? That's today. I just want to complain about shit today. We're just gonna watch Fatano's video and react to it. Everyone felt like there was something off within McKenty in general. It's really not surprising when he came out and just says, I don't really like music. He didn't actually like the bands that he was talking about. It kind of makes sense. Like, he created a backstory, but he also did do the things that he said in his backstory, and it always did sound like he's reading off a Wikipedia page when he was talking about the bands. So shout out to him for doing that. You know, I remember there was a point in time where I'm like, damn, I could just make videos off of this Wikipedia page and people would probably just watch it. And that's what he did. and he was successful at it. He even said he never listened to System of a Down, but has videos of them. I'm not gonna lie, when you get in those financial struggles, there's some moments where I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I should just fucking just read off the Wikipedia pages and just like throw some B-roll on it and put it up. And I never did it. I just didn't bring myself to it because I would like fucking burn out even faster than I'm already am, because it would have stressed me out, you know? I don't know if I can fake interest in stuff. Unfortunately, all those emotions are just written all over my face. So everyone would know immediately if I'm not into something. I think everyone would figure it out, you know? Anyways, let's watch this. This is bullshit.
Man down, man down, man down. Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here.
I thought I was getting double
Internet's
vocals for a
busiest
second.
music nerd. Let's talk about a bit of a tectonic shift that just happened on music YouTube. A fellow content creator on this platform who for a long time, really for a period of years, has operated in the music space, has recently called it quits. No more YouTube or music or even Twitch content. Totally done. Kaput, talking about Mr. Finn McKenty, aka the punk rock MBA. Finn is somebody whose content I have consumed for a minute. He is somebody who I have done some crossover content with. I have literally met this man in person. And for a while, I sort of watched his channel from afar, and regardless of whether or not he covered artists that I like, regardless of whether or not he expressed musical or even political opinions that I personally agreed with, he was somebody who...
I remember there being a couple videos I did enjoy by him, and then they felt like they got worse. I wonder if like the videos he did in the beginning were actually true videos he had passion for, and then it just went out the window after a year in. That's honestly what I think happened.
Was very persistent and consistent.
That's totally possible.
With his content release schedule, with what I saw to be his content quality. Disagreements aside, he was somebody who, I don't know, I didn't really have a whole lot of smoke for, because he just seemed like somebody who worked really hard at what he did and knew what he was doing when it came to just making music content.
AKA he fell for
anybody who is uninitiated, the brand proposition for a Finn McKenty, for a punk rock MBA, was essentially that he was, as a content creator, marrying his passion for music and his background as somebody who was involved and engrossed in the underground West Coast music scene decades ago. You take that and combine it with his background as somebody who successfully has worked for years in marketing, and you get an analysis that sort of tries to understand and contextualize why certain artists and music movements, be they underground or mainstream, took...
Right now, I feel like I'm watching a douchebag talk about another douchebag. That's exactly what's happening right now, right? That's pretty much what... Oh... This is what I get for doing lazy content in the morning.
Or got popular, where they went after sort of like the wave crested. I mean, Finn did have a history of making pretty thorough and usually well-received videos, which is why it's kind of shocking for certain comments to come to light
Cartman,
in this recent interview.
Yeah. Man, it's so hard to watch. I'm sure some people feel that about me when they watch videos, but I'm like, I don't like this guy. I really don't like him. So just watching him talk about another piece of shit is like, what? And, you know, he's had his thing with Ronnie Radke, and he was definitely in the wrong with. Like, he's had his moments. It's kind of hard to watch. It's the camo polo shirt. Who doesn't he has the mustache too? Like, he's just like two trim sides away from having the Hitler stash. Like, he's like, he accidentally missed with his razor on the right side. Do you think he would cut it all off, or do we just say, fuck it, just go with the Hitler stash and then just go from there? What do you think he would do? I'm sorry, I'm such an asshole.
hardcore and underground rock commentator Jesse Lee.
Is that why you stopped? Like, is that why you stopped making videos? Just because of all the negativity?
No, it's because like I don't really have any interest in music, so I was just doing it for the money, and I hit my financial goals, and so there's really just no reason for me. Like I don't have to keep doing it. I'm not, our time on this earth is limited. Like don't spend it doing shit you don't have to do if you don't want to. It's like I made enough money from this. I don't have to keep making videos about System of a Down, so I'm gonna stop.
Man, so you really didn't enjoy it at all? There's just like no part of you that was like, oh, I'm excited to talk about this band today or something like that. It was always just completely transactional for you?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know this guy over to the left, but I already like him way more than other guys, but I could see how brokenhearted he is right now having this interview. He feels off right now. He's really disappointed. Like if he was a fan of Finn McKenty, possibly. Jesse Lee, is that his name? Jesse Lee Show? Yeah, he's like, you really didn't enjoy doing what you were doing? Like, it's like if he didn't believe the interviews that came out before this.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in
He's
music
so disappointed in
You
him.
don't miss it then. That's what you're getting at.
No.
Yeah.
It's the money is nice, but I made enough from it that I'm good.
Yes, at least a few times in this interview posted to YouTube, he confirms a general and total.
Imagine doing an interview with a guy that claimed to be passionate about music and you're ready to get in it with him, right? It seemed like the other guy was ready to talk about music. And then he just was like, I don't enjoy any of it. Fuck. Bro's probably a sociopath, probably.
Of interest in music. He even confirms that he has never
We got a sociopath and we have a narcissist right here.
sought out listening to bands like System of a Down.
You like just seemed like such a wealth of knowledge. Like you knew so much about the topics you were talking about that I was like, dude, I can't make content. Like I don't know, like the encyclopedia history of all these bands, but like,
Well,
you always
neither
just
do
came,
I.
like,
Just like literally look it up on Wikipedia. I don't know. Like I've never listened to System of a Down in my life.
I mean, he puts it a bit more bluntly
Bro.
than that. I want to give the guy some credit because I'm presuming at some point across his lifetime, he has to have heard like chop suey in passing, no? But yeah, despite the fact that this man has made content about System of a Down, he claims to have never really listened to them, which I guess you have to presume is the case for maybe a lot of the...
I mean, at this point, he's probably just full of shit about everything.
Which, yeah, I guess you don't necessarily have to be a big music aficionado in order to research these facts and bits of information and then compile them into a video.
well, yeah. And that's what you said. I heard you say that one time in an interview. You're like, yeah, I just basically read your Wikipedia page and I'll show up some pictures and some, context. And
Yeah, I mean, technically, I could without ever...
Dude, the guy doesn't give a fuck. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I really think he possibly might be a sociopath. Like, you can tell he's like, I don't even want to do this interview. I'm doing this interview because I'm trying to get another job and I want to show how people I can get to be successful. And I think that's what he was doing. I think he was just building up a resume for working with other companies to help them with their social media. Because if you do get hired on bigger accounts like that or with corporations or with big business, and you run their social media, they'll pay you thousands and thousands of dollars to do that.
Probably use the internet to find a bunch of information about the Velvet Underground and who's in the band and what songs they wrote. And
to be fair, everybody does that, though. They look up stuff on Wikipedia, they look up information, and they put it together and they make a video. But they normally insert their ideas or thoughts about the topic along with all the information they research. And a lot of people don't like the research or go on the internet to look up things. So there is a demand for that, for people that just want to listen to somebody, deliver them information, which can be bad also because if it's a bunch of misinformation, they're just going to go along with it and be like, that sounds right to me. I'm going to go with what this guy is saying. I'm going to watch the rest of his videos and take everything he says as gospel.
But in this interview with Jesse Lee, that's essentially what Finn admits to doing. And again, you may be wondering, like, if Finn has no interest in music at all, why was he doing this all of this time? Well, I mean, short answer, the money. I mean, that's literally what he says in the interview. And he is now quitting now that he has reached his financial goals.
AKA he can't make any more money from his videos, maybe? He's still going to make money from his videos. His channel's still up. It's not like the money just stops. I think he just burnt out. I really do. I think his interest changed and he just wants to cause controversy for people to go back and watch his channel since he's not doing any videos. That's what I think is going on. He's just trying to get more traffic towards his videos without posting videos. I think that is the only reason why he's doing these interviews. I'm not buying it that he wasn't totally into some of the music. I think he was. And then he just started going the Wikipedia route because he noticed that people liked only a certain thing. So he just dove into all the music he didn't like. And he's just like going with the narrative of like, oh, I didn't actually like doing anything I was doing. You know what I mean? But I think he probably enjoyed it at some point. I think it was as clear cut as what he's saying in the interviews about, oh, I just don't want to do it anymore. His whole channel is built off of controversy afterwards. When he saw the controversy doing well, and he's spoken about this in his videos, he leaned into it, you know, and he made a lot of money doing that. His channel's still up. His channel's definitely still up.
He has made enough money. Now, instead of doing YouTube, he just wants to focus on LinkedIn and, maybe start some kind of thing where he is doing consulting.
Oh, see,
for
yeah,
other
consulting. There we go.
Who are looking to make content and build brands and social media pages and so on and so forth, which I think he may see a very successful career in, given just how he was able to so cynically operate in the music field for so long with no real interest in it.
Honestly, that's cool. He built up a nice resume for himself, and he's going to get consulting stuff. So obviously there was some passion behind it. It just sucks that he went the asshole route about it. I think a true test would have been if you could build a channel that's wholesome and make it big. You know, like would it, because we're just spreading more hate this way. Like obviously it's going to be easy to build a channel off of controversy for sure. And I've definitely been guilty of like putting stuff in my channel that's specifically on controversy because yeah, it brings people in to watch and stuff because people like that stuff. I don't try to stay in that field though, like he did. Try to mix it up with like some positive and some not so positive. A little bit of both, right? He just went deep in. He just went out. I think he had a passion for growing a channel, honestly. And then he started burning out because he grew a business on something that he didn't really want to do because he found a hole in the music niche specifically. He found a hole where nobody was really doing topics that he was doing, which nobody really was, or at least not in a nice quality way of delivering information. And he just figured it out.
Which Finn sort of displays open contempt for at multiple points in this conversation. He really kind of reduces a lot of the viewers to some of his content down to just being like
smooth-brained, low vibration people just want some negativity to fucking blurt out their dumb fucking opinions about.
Which, granted, in my own experience as
for fucking he's projecting right now. The thing is, when he went after the Japanese fans, you know, he really fucked up there because people, I'm sure, reported his channel and stuff and got shit taken down. So I wonder if that's another reason why he might have stopped. I'm sure he got tons of reporting from Japanese fans because they're definitely known to do that. This is his comment section here. I got called a poser by a guy who doesn't even like music. Damn. Bald on bald violence. I love it. This is like moving away and leaving a letter to your best friend saying, quote, I never liked you guys anyways. For a marketing major, he forgot that you shouldn't burn bridges. Outing himself as disingenuous wasn't the best approach brand-wise. Clown. I agree. It isn't. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, if he came to me for a consulting job, I would immediately turn him down. I would never hire this guy. I just hired somebody a week ago for Smoothie King to help us with marketing. And they barely have experience. I actually look for people without experience so I can train them properly. But yeah, I would never want to hire someone that has this type of resume online. I played 1,000 plus hours of this video game and it's absolute garbage type behavior. I love that. More of the story. Don't trust marketing majors. Grifting as a music enjoyer is wild. How's that wild? It's pretty common. You've not heard of Kiss? I mean, they fucking sold everything. This is just creepy, to be honest. How soulless do you have to be to fake a passion for years and then immediately turn around and degrade the very people that helped you get that success? The comment about how musicians are dumb for not being rich was just sad. Bro can't comprehend someone doing something for any reason other than money. And there's people like that. The whole fucking corporate structure is like that. The owner I deal with is like that. You know, we literally just had a P&L meeting yesterday. It's just like the number one thing that we walked away from that meeting for was we got to start making money in El Paso, period. And I'm like, bro, Like I just fixed everything from last month. Like next month will be profitable, but last month wasn't because I just got here. I was like, damn, he wanted it right away. Like he's like, we got to start making money. I'm like, well, no shit, but also you got to be patient. Not my fault. You had a lot of shit people before me tear everything down. You know, it's really crazy. That's how these type of people are. Deal with them all the time. Bosses be like, yeah, it's like, literally I got hired at the end of October. At the end of October. And the sad thing, you know, guys, I kept him updated on everything. I was like, this is what we're doing. This is how I'm getting it done. This is the action plan. Like, I'm doing stuff that most people don't even do, and this is why they get fired. Gave him clear-cut instructions on what's happening to his stores and what's happening. And then we go on this P&L meeting. He's like, why didn't we make money last month? I'm like, bro, did you not read the fucking 10 emails, 20 emails I sent you? Do you not remember the conversation on the phone about this? Anyways. Yeah. But people be like that. I mean, to be fair, you're owning a bunch of businesses and you're losing $250,000. I mean, that hurts. It hurts, but also calm down. We'll get it fixed off. We know you're well off. We know you have tons of money. Like, obviously, if you didn't, you would be closing the businesses down right away. Anyways, if you guys are watching this later, we recorded this live on Twitch. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. We'd love to hear it. Bye, YouTube peeps.